Hello, my dear friends. This is Dr. Ivan Pavlov speaking to you from the Live Better podcast. I'm proud to be known as Russia's oldest practicing doctor. 93 years of life, 70 of those years in medicine. And today, I'm going to tell you something that might surprise you, especially if you're over 60 and think lemon water is helping your digestion. Now let me take you back to a small wooden kitchen in Siberia. I was maybe 7 years old and I had a sore throat. My grandmother, God bless her, brought me a cup of hot water with lemon and honey. That was our medicine. We didn't have pills. We had roots, herbs, and wisdom passed down from generations. Lemon was sacred in our home. Fast forward decades later, and I see Americans doing something similar. Waking up and drinking lemon water, and I applaud that. Lemon is rich in vitamin C, it helps hydrate, it can stimulate digestion. But here's the twist. Lately, many of my older patients in the US, in their 60s, 70s, even 80s, come to me complaining of bloating, acid reflux, chest pressure, or this odd feeling that their stomach is too full right after their healthy morning drink. So I started asking questions. What are you adding to your lemon water? What temperature is it? When are you drinking it? Are you taking it on an empty stomach? One woman told me, I read online that if I add a pinch of this one thing, it makes my lemon water alkaline. Another said, I follow a gut detox protocol. It said to mix these two every morning. And each of them, without realizing it, was doing something I've now come to see as a hidden danger for people over 60. Now listen to me carefully. I'm not here to scare you. I'm here to protect you. Just because something is natural doesn't mean it's harmless. Especially after 60, your body reacts differently. Your gut is more sensitive. Your enzyme production slows. The things that worked at 30 might not be working now. I'm not saying lemon water is bad. In fact, it can still be a great tool for your morning routine. But, big but, not when mixed with a certain popular health hack that has gone viral in recent years. I'll tell you what that is very soon. But first, I want you to stay with me through this episode because everything I'm going to share has been tested not only in clinical settings but in real life, with patients like you, with seniors in both Russia and America, and even with my own body. And I'll be honest, I don't like trends. I like results. If something causes more discomfort than relief, it doesn't belong in your routine, no matter how many influencers are shouting about it online. So if you're listening to this and thinking, Dr. Pavlov, I drink lemon water every morning and I still feel terrible, or I thought I was detoxing but I'm actually more bloated than before, you're not crazy. Your body is trying to tell you something. And today I'm going to help you listen to it, clearly, without noise and with compassion. By the end of this episode, you will know the exact mistake that's likely causing your acid reflux or bloating, and what to do instead. You'll also understand how small changes after 60 can lead to big improvements in energy, digestion, and longevity. So, stay with me. The truth might be simpler than you think, but only if you're willing to look deeper than the surface. Let me start this part by saying something simple but powerful. Your body after 60 is not the same machine it was at 30. I've been treating patients for over 7 decades, and I've seen it time and again, people holding on to habits from their youth that no longer serve them in older age. Now let's talk about digestion. That beautiful complex system that turns food into fuel, that protects you from illness, that keeps you going. After 60, digestion slows down. That's not a flaw, it's just biology. Your body produces less stomach acid, fewer digestive enzymes, and the muscles that push food along your digestive tract become more relaxed. Sometimes too relaxed. This slower process means your body has a harder time breaking down food quickly and efficiently. And when that happens, food sits in your stomach longer. Gas builds up. Acid starts to backflow. You begin to feel uncomfortable, tight, or bloated. Sometimes it even mimics heart symptoms, especially when it causes pressure in the chest. Now, I want you to imagine one of my patients. Her name is Margaret. She's 72. Active, sharp, full of life. She came to me because she started experiencing daily belching, a burning throat, and a strange tightness in her upper abdomen. But Dr. Pavlov, she said, I'm eating clean. I drink lemon water every morning. I follow a gut reset program. I don't understand. Margaret isn't alone. I've had dozens of patients over 60 tell me the same thing. I eat better than ever, but I feel worse. So what's happening? I ask every single one of them. What does your stomach feel like after you eat or drink? If they say bloated, tight, acidic, or inflated, then I know digestion is under stress. And that stress has many faces: acid reflux, constipation, irregular stools, cramping, fatigue, even mental fog. After 60, your microbiome, the population of bacteria in your gut, also changes. The balance of good and bad bacteria shifts. Some species that used to help you process acidic or fermented foods begin to decrease. Others, especially the ones that cause fermentation, grow stronger. The result? Foods and drinks that used to help you now cause bloating, reflux, or discomfort. The same lemon water that made you feel clean at 40 might now irritate the lining of your stomach. And if you're adding things to it without understanding how they react in the body, well, that's a recipe for chaos. I'll tell you something my mentor told me in 1958. The older the body, the more it favors calm and balance, not shocks and extremes. I never forgot that, and it applies to digestion more than anything. So here's what I want you to understand. Even healthy foods or drinks can become harmful if they're introduced at the wrong time, in the wrong combination, or to the wrong system. Your digestive fire is not as strong as it once was. That doesn't mean you're weak, it means you're wise. And wisdom in the body requires adjustments. The next time you drink something and feel even slightly uncomfortable, pause. Ask yourself, is this truly helping me? Or am I following a trend that's not made for my age? In the next part, I'm going to reveal the exact thing many seniors are adding to their lemon water that's causing all this digestive trouble. It's something you've probably heard is healthy, but for people over 60, it can trigger the very problems you're trying to solve. And once you understand what it is, you'll never look at your morning drink the same way again. All right, my friend. You've been patient, and now it's time to talk about what so many people are doing wrong, especially after the age of 60. You wake up, you prepare your lemon water, but then you think, let me make it even healthier, and you add one small thing that completely changes everything. That thing is baking soda. Yes, just a pinch of sodium bicarbonate. Maybe you saw it in a blog post or a detox video. Maybe someone told you it helps alkalize your body. And on the surface it sounds harmless, doesn't it? Lemon is acidic. Baking soda is alkaline. Mix them together and you get balance, right? Wrong. At least, not for people over 60. Let me explain this very clearly. When you add baking soda to lemon water, it causes a chemical reaction. The fizzing you see is carbon dioxide gas being released. But what you don't see is what happens inside your stomach after you drink it. You're putting an acid, lemon juice, and a base, baking soda, into your stomach at once. They neutralize each other before digestion even begins. That may sound like a good thing, but it's not. Your stomach needs acid to break down food. It needs a low pH to activate enzymes and protect you from bacteria. When you interfere with that balance, especially at an older age, your digestion suffers immediately. You feel bloated. You burp more often. You might even feel pressure in your chest or a strange discomfort around your ribs. That's not a coincidence. That's gas buildup, poor digestion, and reflux caused by this so-called healthy combination. And here's where it gets worse. In older adults, especially over 60, the lower esophageal sphincter, the muscle that keeps stomach contents from rising, gets weaker. So when you create extra gas pressure with this fizzing mix, that valve opens more easily. What happens next? Acid reflux, burning throat, bitter taste in the mouth, and in some cases chronic inflammation of the esophagus. Now, I had a patient in Florida named Gerald. He was 69. Every morning he mixed lemon juice, water, and baking soda because a YouTube video said it would cleanse his gut and balance his pH. After 2 months, he came to me with terrible acid reflux. He'd never had it before. He couldn't sleep lying down. He thought something was seriously wrong. I asked him one question: what changed in your routine? And when he told me, I said, stop immediately. Within 2 weeks of removing baking soda from his lemon water, his symptoms disappeared. You see, at your age, digestion needs support, not disruption. The logic behind this alkaline water trend is flawed. Your blood already regulates its pH naturally, and when you try to outsmart your body's system, especially with acid-base reactions in your stomach, you create chaos. So let me be as clear as I can be. Never add baking soda to your lemon water if you're over 60, not unless your doctor specifically tells you to, for a medical reason under supervision. This is not a general wellness hack. It's a gut-disrupting mistake for older adults. If your goal is better digestion, more energy, less bloating, then the first step is removing what's silently working against you. And for many of you, that one ingredient is doing far more harm than good. In the next part, I'm going to tell you exactly what I recommend instead. Safer ways to enjoy lemon water, and how to actually make it work for your body after 60. Trust me, you won't need to add anything extreme. Just a few gentle shifts, and your gut will thank you. Now that we've cleared the air about what not to do, let's talk about what you can do. Lemon water isn't the enemy. It just needs to be used the right way, especially after 60. I've helped hundreds of seniors adjust their routines and reclaim comfort in their gut, simply by modifying how they prepare and use lemon water. So here's what I recommend. First, let's talk about temperature. Never drink ice-cold lemon water in the morning. Your digestive system, especially as you age, works best when it's warm, not shocked. Cold drinks can slow down enzyme function and tighten digestive muscles. I always tell my patients, warm your gut like you'd warm your hands on a winter morning. Use lukewarm water, not hot, not cold. It helps your stomach wake up gently. I like to call it friendly water. Second, timing is everything. I advise drinking your lemon water at least 20 minutes before you eat breakfast, not during the meal, not right after. This gives your body time to absorb and respond without diluting digestive juices or interfering with stomach acid levels during food breakdown. Third, you don't need to overdo the lemon. Half a fresh lemon in 8 to 10 ounces of lukewarm water is enough. If your stomach feels sensitive, even a quarter lemon will do. You're not trying to shock your system, you're trying to support it. Now, for those who miss the fizz or want to boost their lemon water, here's my gentle alternative. Try infusing it with fresh ginger slices or mint leaves. Ginger has natural anti-inflammatory properties and helps stimulate digestion without disrupting pH. Mint relaxes the digestive tract and soothes the stomach lining. These are traditional remedies I've used in my own practice for decades. You can also add a teaspoon of raw honey, especially if you struggle with mild inflammation or have a scratchy throat in the morning. Just make sure the honey is raw and local when possible, not the processed kind in plastic bears. And now I'll share something personal. Every morning I drink a warm mixture of water, lemon, and just a few drops of extra virgin olive oil. Why? Because olive oil gently lubricates the digestive tract and supports bile flow, which is crucial for seniors. It helps the liver and gallbladder do their jobs without stress. This simple combination, warm water, lemon, olive oil, is what I call my liquid peace. It doesn't cause reflux. It doesn't cause bloating. It makes me feel calm, clean, and clear-headed. And that brings me to something important: intuition. After 60, your body becomes a better communicator. If something causes tension, gas, or tightness, it's not a good fit. Trust that feeling. Your body knows. I often tell my older patients to write down how they feel 15 minutes after drinking something. If the stomach is calm, that's a green light. If there's tightness, bloating, or pressure, it's a red flag. Don't ignore it. Several patients in the US followed my advice and removed baking soda, adjusted the temperature, simplified their lemon ratio, and added a touch of honey or olive oil. Within days, they reported less reflux, less gas, and better bowel movements. One even said, "I feel like my stomach is breathing again." So remember, you don't need radical tricks. You need gentle wisdom. The right routine doesn't shock the body. It supports it. And lemon water, when used correctly, can absolutely be part of that support system. In the final part, I'll leave you with my closing thoughts, what I've learned after nearly a century of living and healing, and why taking care of your gut is the greatest gift you can give to your mind and your future. If you're still here with me, I want to thank you. It means you care deeply about your health, your longevity, and your comfort in daily life. And for that, you already have my respect. I've spent over 70 years practicing medicine, from dusty clinics in rural Russia to international health conferences, and now, strangely enough, on a podcast. But the truth remains the same, no matter where I go. Health is not just about what you take, it's about what you remove. I've seen people extend their lives not by adding more pills or more supplements, but by removing what no longer serves them. Inflammation, reflux, gas, and chronic discomfort, these are the body's whispers. And if we don't listen, they become screams. Your gut is more than a digestive tube. It's your second brain. It talks to your mood, your memory, your sleep. When it's in chaos, your entire body suffers. But when it's at peace, your body flows in harmony. And after 60, that harmony becomes more valuable than gold. So let me leave you with 3 simple principles that I call my doctor's orders for wise aging. First, simplicity before complexity. You don't need 20-step morning routines or trendy powders. Warm water, lemon, a drop of olive oil, that's more powerful than any exotic detox. Health is not found in extremes. It's found in rituals you actually enjoy and sustain. Second, warm before cold. This applies not only to your beverages, but to your choices. Cold approaches shock the body. Warm approaches prepare it. Warm food, warm thoughts, warm habits. These nourish your system and reduce internal tension. Third, listen to your body, not to influencers. I say this with love. No matter how loud someone is online, they don't know your history, your sensitivities, or your stage of life. But your body knows. When it says stop, stop. When it says thank you, continue. I want to share a story before we end. One of my patients, a woman named Eleanor, 78 years old, came to me nearly hopeless. Chronic indigestion, poor sleep, fatigue. She was taking 5 different digestive aids, trying every trendy remedy she read about. I asked her to stop them all. For 1 week, I had her drink only warm lemon water in the morning, no baking soda, no cold juices, no harsh supplements. The results shocked her. She slept better, her digestion eased, her energy returned, not because she added more, but because she finally gave her body the quiet it had been asking for. So if you take nothing else from this episode, take this. Your gut wants peace. And peace doesn't come from louder solutions, it comes from listening. This is Dr. Ivan Pavlov, your old Russian friend, signing off with gratitude and wisdom. I've lived through wars, hunger, joy, love and change, but the one thing that's remained true in every decade of my life is this. A clear mind lives in a quiet body, and a quiet body begins with a calm, supported gut. Take care of your digestion, and you'll protect your clarity, your vitality, and your spirit. Thank you for listening to the Live Better podcast. If you found this helpful, share it with someone you love, especially someone over 60. And if you have questions or want me to cover a specific topic next time, send it in. I read every message. Stay warm, stay simple, stay wise.